Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be going through Singapore Chinese Girls School 2023 Prelim exam paper. This is question number 14 in 2023. So this question is really about men's impact. Okay, so the table below shows negative impact called ABCD on the environment due to some human activity, and you have different letters A, B, C, D, and you have certain events that have happened. For example, soil exposed to rain, rapid melting of glacier and polar ice cap. So fill in ABCD to match with the following activity to the letters it's best represented in the diagram below. So soil erosion, deforestation, global warming, burning of fossil fuel. So usually, right, these two kind of link together. So when you have removal of forests, no roots to hold on to the soil erosion happen more frequently, more rapidly. Then deforestation is more or less linked to global warming, because when you cut down more trees, there will be less trees to take in more carbon dioxide, and then there will be more carbon dioxide in the air, trap more heat, and then temperature rise faster. Okay, and global warming is kind of also linked to burning of fossil fuel. So when you burn more fossil fuel, there will be more greenhouse gases, so they will trap more heat. Then again, you will temperature increase faster, then you will melt more polar ice cap and glacier. So let's take a look at A first. Okay, fewer tree. So straight away A is fewer tree, and A leads to soil exposed. So in this case, A must be deforestation. Okay, deforestation, it leads to fewer tree. Okay, so this is a logical reasoning. So this is A. So then more carbon dioxide trap heat from sun on earth. Okay, so when you trap heat, right, so chances are temperature rises. Okay, so this is, we are talking about earth temperature rises. So this is C is your global warming already. Okay, C is your global warming. Then in this case, B, right, what kind of activity will lead to more carbon dioxide in the air? Burning of fossil fuel. So this is B. Okay, then last, soil exposed to rain, then you will have soil erosion. So the answer is D, A, C, B. Okay, so over here, we are more or less done with this part. So let's take a look. The Pollutant Standards Index, PSI, is a type of air quality index that indicates how polluted the air is. Okay, so then the map below shows the PSI of different countries in K, and country K is experienced hazy condition due to a forest fire in country L. So you have country K and L. Then you got forest fire, you got some wind direction, you also have rain cloud, and this is X at this phase, and this is Y. So you can see that the town X PSI is higher, town Y PSI is lower. Based on this information provided in the diagram, give two reasons why PSI in the town X is higher than the one in town Y. So over here, this is really about map reading. Okay, map reading. So in map reading, right, the most important thing, you probably need to know the direction, the location of the various towns, and as well as forest fire, and what kind of event is happening. So in this case, you have rain cloud, and most importantly, right, it will be good for you to know what is PSI. So PSI is more like a air quality index that our country use. So it's in a block of 50, and then after 100 is in the block of 100. So if you are the lower the PSI value, the better the air quality index, and the higher the PSI value, the air quality become much worse. So this is actually how our country measure air quality. So we have separate them into five different regions: north, south, east, west, and the central. So normally the PSI of the country will be taken out from the one that is located at various areas. So over here is 43, then 44, 48, 44, 33, and 35. And then each of these PSI value, right, will tell you what you can do or what you cannot do. So for healthy person, this is the not. You can do your usual activity, as well as people with pregnant lady or elderly, or even people with chronic diseases that deal with respiratory systems. So sometimes they will tell you that if it's at 100, then you will minimize certain activity or avoid certain activity. So this part over here is more of giving you extra information about what this air quality PSI value means. So PSI correspond to air pollutant. Okay, this is the key. Okay, higher PSI, more pollutant in the air. So more pollutant in the air is not good for the country. So let's go back to this. Okay, so you take a look, give two reasons why X is higher. So X is higher, right? You take a look at this part. Okay, you can see this is located here, this is located here. If I were to draw, or if I were to measure, right, this is nearer, this is further, right? So X is nearer to the forest fire, and you can see that the is more or less aligned to the direction of the wind. Okay, so it could be blowing here. Okay, so then it is more aligned. So this one it have to blow through here. So I will say probably the forest fire cover this area, then it get blow over here. So X is nearer and in the direction is in the direction of the wind. Okay, therefore the air pollutant could have been blown to X more, causing X to have a higher PSI value. So this could be one of the reasons. Okay, so X is nearer, okay, to the fire than Y. So and it's in the direction of the wind. Okay, it's kind of in the direction of the wind. So more air pollutant are blown from the forest in country L to town X rather than town Y. So this is why you will have a higher PSI value in town X. Another reason is that, can you see there's an event, there's a weather event occurring at near town Y. So there's rain cloud, right? It's possible that the rain, right, actually wash off some of the air pollutant onto the ground, so there is less air pollutant in the air. So less air pollutant in the air, the index will be of a lower value. Okay, so it could be that the rain wash off some of the air pollutant, so there's fewer air pollutant in town Y. Okay, in this case, but you can see that town X there's no rain, right? So that's why it is much more higher. So in this case, okay, we are more or less done with this part of the question. Yes, can. Thank you very much.